Hello guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Greta and I'm once again excited to have you back here again. To my OGs, thank you for sticking around, for coming back all the time. I really do appreciate you. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Please do not forget to subscribe before you leave. At the end of the video, like, share, and also get to watch my other videos, because I'm sure that you will have so much to learn from the videos I have in my playlist. Thank you. So today, without so much delay, I'm going to dive right into the video for today. And today we shall be talking about the agriculture, agri-food category-based job under the Canada Express Entry program. So just like the other videos I've done that covers the other category-based jobs, like the trade, which was the last one I did, you have the French, you have the healthcare, and the STEM. It's almost like the same process for the agriculture, agri-food category-based program. The only difference is that it covers, of course, occupations that are related to agriculture and food, and that's what we'll be looking at. The very first important point, which is the same point as what I stated in the other category-based jobs video I've done, is the fact that you must have an express entry profile. Remember I said that every other thing is linked is still linked. Every other thing is still linked. The category-based job, the provincial nomination programs, and whatever you want to think about, they are all linked under the express entry based program, the general based program. So you must have a profile. You must have created a profile under one of the three programs that the Canadian government covers, which is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Federal Skilled Trade Program, and the Canadian Experience Class. The Federal Skilled Worker Program are for skilled workers, professionals. The Federal Skilled Trade Program are for people in the trades, occupation, like handwork and all of those things, laborers, and what you think of, any other trade you would think of. Then the CEC is the Canadian Experience Class for people who have the Canadian experience as regards education and also work experience. So you must have a profile under any of these programs, and having a profile now gives you the opportunity to now focus on the agri-based category. Should in case you have any experience in as little as 6 months of experience in one of the occupations that are listed under the agri-based program, which we'll be looking at shortly. If you want to know what it takes to create an express entry profile, please go to my video. I will link the video here on how to start the permanent residence program. I'll link it up here. Go watch that video. I have it's a step-by-step guide on what to do, how to start the process, and the things you need to consider. So let's go over to the agri category based jobs. After you've created your profile, you can create a profile using any work experience. What I mean by any work experience is work experience from any field different from agri. Yeah, you can have it from management, from sciences, from being a mathematician, from being maybe a medical person or whatever. Just have work experience that would qualify you to create an express entry profile. And then for you to qualify under the agri-based program, you must have at least 6 months of experience within the past 3 months in any of the occupations that are listed under the agriculture-based program. So let's say you've previously worked as a banker, you studied banking and finance in school, you previously worked as a banker for maybe 4, 5, 6 years, and then you decided to change career. Changing career saw you going into the agriculture industry, and then you have experience in one of the listed fields, maybe about 6 months of experience or 8 months of experience. That gives you a great opportunity, so you can add that job experience in addition to the other experience from another industry you've already used to create your profile. You can add that job experience under agriculture to your profile, to your expressentry profile, which you must have created. Then you have to make that the occupation which you want to base your application on. Then you select it. They would usually ask a question. You have to select it as the occupation which you would want to base your application on. So that way, when you want to do like an agriculture based job, your profile falls under. If you have the occupations in demand, your profile falls under because you've already selected it as the occupation which you would want to base your application on. So we've talked about the major thing. After creating your expressentry profile, which I will not be repeating, you must have at least 6 months of work experience within the past 3 months. Within, not that you have done work in agri 10 years ago, within the past 3 years, 6 months of work experience. With that, you'll be able to qualify under the agriculture based program, all things being equal. But another thing I want to talk about as regards the work experience would be, it can be your work experience, your 6 months work experience can be under can be full-time or part-time. If it's part-time, you have to ensure that it adds up to the total number of hours that are required. So I think generally what is required for full-time work is, I think, 35 to 40 hours per week. And if it's part-time, you have done so, you try to ensure that all your part-time work add up by the time you calculate the hours you accumulated over the period you worked as a part-time agri worker. You'd ensure it has to add up to what a full-time work for 6 months would give. If you can even go a bit above, that would also be preferable, so that when you're doing the calculation, you don't fall under. The next thing for us to do would be to look at the targeted occupations under the Agri-Food category based program. So for the agriculture based program, we only have three occupations. But don't be discouraged. Like I would always say, you have different job titles that one can also use under these three occupations. So we are going to look at them also. What are these occupations? If you see me looking sideways, I have my laptop here, so I'll just be looking from my lap. I'll just be reading from my laptop. So here are the occupations in demand under the Agri-Food based program. The first one would be contractors and supervisors, landscaping, ground maintenance, and horticultural services. The next one would be, you would also see the NOC code beside it, which is 82031. Those are codes that are linked to different occupation titles. The second one would be agricultural service contractors and farm supervisors with NOC code as 82030. Third one, which is also the last one, would be butchers, retail and wholesale, and the NOC code is 63201. So guys, before we continue, please, I just want you to take out time to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed and you've been watching my videos, or you're watching this video, please just click the button there. It's free, you don't need to pay anything. The button is just right there. Just click subscribe, and there you have it. You see, that wasn't too difficult, was it? Thank you. Now let's move on. So I just went to Google and typed out NOC 82030, which is the agricultural service contractors and farm supervisors, and this is what came out. So we are going to be looking at the inclusions and also the exclusions. So this is what we are seeing here. Example titles. You can say it: artificial insemination service contractor, crop harvesting service contractor, farm foreman or woman, farm supervisor, feedlot foreman or woman, hog operation supervisor, livestock breeding service contractor, poultry farm foreman or forewoman, ranch foreman or forewoman, vegetable farm foreman or woman. See, this group performs some or all of the following duties, and there you go to see the duties. Agricultural service contractors provide agricultural livestock services such as artificial insemination, spraying or shearing of livestock, or disinfecting pens, pans, or poultry, housings. You also see the job duties for the farm supervisors, and then you see employment requirements, additional information. Then underneath it, you see exclusions. That's the job titles that are excluded. Next, we go over to the next occupation from the three occupations that are targeted. The next one would be NOC 82031, which is the contractors and supervisors, landscaping, grounds maintenance, and horticulture services. So it defines what this means, and then it goes to say illustrative examples. You have greenhouse supervisor, grounds maintenance contractor, groundskeeping supervisor, horticulture worker supervisor, interior plantscaping contractor, landscaping contractor, landscaping foreman or forewoman, landscaping supervisor, lawn care contractor, nursery foreman or woman, park maintenance supervisor, tree service contractor. And then look at it now. Underneath it, you see all the examples. That means there are still more examples. I'm going to click on this link to see what other examples we have there. So just look at it. You have more examples: nursery supervisor, nursery worker, crew chief, tree remover contractor, weed control foreman or woman. Just go over this. Go to Google. All of this information are available online. Put the NOC on Google, and it takes you directly to the IRCC website, directly from them, and you get all the information you need rather than going through people. I am just here to guide you, and you follow the guide, make your research, and plan yourself. So the main duties are, you see exclusions also, contractors and supervisors. Go over the exclusions, then you see the main duties for this set of people. The included titles: you have they supervise and coordinate the activities of workers who maintain lawns, gardens, athletic fields, golf courses, cemeteries, parks. The hire staff and train workers in job duties. I'm just reading randomly. So just go over all of these things. You also see employment requirements. The last one is NOC 63201, which is butchers, retail, and wholesale. Both retail and wholesale, that's what it means. So you have example titles: apprentice butcher, retail or wholesale, even an apprentice meat seller, elero, like we'll call them in Nigeria. Even an apprentice meat seller. But of course, elero will not be just a street elero. It will be like a professional, or the one that has gone to obtain some level of education. So you have apprentice butcher, retail or wholesale, butcher, butcher shop, head butcher, wholesale, retail butcher. Main duties will be they cut, trim, bone, and otherwise prepare custom and or standard cuts of meat, poultry, fish, and shellfish for sale at service serve counters or according to customer orders. They prepare meat for special displays and or delivery, shape, lace, and the roast. Ensure food storage conditions are adequate, may supervise direct work or train other butchers, meat cutters, or fishmongers. I just read that randomly, so you can just go to Google yourself and take a closer look at it. Another thing you should note is that for any if you want to claim points under the agriculture based job, the occupation with which you would want to claim the point should be a single occupation. You cannot use like 3 months of experience as a butcher and another 3 months of experience as a farm supervisor to claim points for 6 months, or to claim work experience for 6 months. It must be a single occupation, like farm supervisor for a space of 6 months or 8 months. That's the only thing you can use to claim points. Just want to quickly look at the number of agri-based category draws that have been done since the start of the category-based draws. Now, it started in July of 2023. Let's see how many category-based draws have been done under the agriculture agri-food based program. We have just 3. The first one was done September 28, 2023. 600 people were invited to apply from the express entry pool, and a score of 300, a CRS score of 354 was used. The next draw was done in December of 2023. 400 candidates were invited to apply, and the lowest score, the CRS score, was 386. That was the second one since the inception of the category-based draws. The third one happened this year in February 16th, 2024. 150 invitations were sent out, and the CRS score was 437. So those are the only 3 category-based draws under the agriculture, agri-food based program that have been done. If you are still interested in doing this, all you just have to do is make extensive research, prepare yourself, make the things ready that you need. You need to make the things ready that you will need to create an expressentry profile, which is the most important thing you need to have. Then target your profile to fit the agriculture based program, and there you have it. You're good to go. But when they do a draw, peradventure the draw comes lower than whatever score that you have. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you want to know what it takes to have an expressentry profile, to create an expressentry profile, I'll be linking the video right here. I'll also be linking the video to other category-based draws video I've done, so that if you have experience or you know 1 or 2 persons who have experiences in other fields, you can always send to them. Thank you so very much, guys, for watching to the end of this video. I hope I've not missed anything out, but if I have, I remember, I'll just leave comments in the comment section. Please do not forget to engage with me in the comment section. I always look forward to answering your questions and to engaging in comments. And also do not forget to like and to share this video. And the most important thing, do not forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you, and until the next video, hasta la vista, au revoir, bye bye.